guys blow this podcast up, and we will manual swap that Toyota Tundra.
Let's go with Volvo.
Oh yeah, I find good deals all the time. Some of them
Are all the way across the country.
Hey, what's that car? What brand is that?
Well, McDonald's Big Mac's very expensive.
That one probably drives.
I forgot that your windshield is cracked.
I forgot too until I was looking at it the other day.
Welcome back to the Burnout Show podcast. I'm Jay.
And I'm Tommy.
We shift gears and hit the road with the latest car culture, tech, and everything that fuels your need for speed. Whether you're a gearhead, weekend cruiser, or just love the sound of redlining your Honda, put on a seatbelt, grab a wrench, get ready as we burn some rubber, and continue the love for automotives. This is great.
This is great. I like doing this.
Today we're talking about a 1970 Chevrolet El Camino, which I personally love the truck cars.
Yeah, I know you do.
Those little truck cars, man. And what's even better is I have a Ranchero that's split in half, so it's no longer a truck or a car.
No, it's both. it's a wheelbarrow in a car.
But yeah, we haven't done an old car yet, so let's throw in a 1970 El Camino. Have you ever driven an El Camino?
No.
Yeah, neither have I.
No.
Funny how that works.
That's it? All right.
But first, we're going to get started with a Daily Deals. Now, Daily Deals is where Tommy just endlessly searches Facebook Marketplace and somehow finds a good deal every time.
Now, this is two today, actually.
We got
two good deals.
Oh,
I don't know which one's which, though.
That's okay. We have first a 1999
Just wait.
Jeep Wrangler. Oh, it's a half door.
No, he cut two of them
And put them together.
and put them together. It's got 3 rows of seats. It's got 73,000 miles. It's a manual, 3 rows of seats. Yeah, the frame's cracked. Don't just keep going.
Oh, okay.
It's on 35s. It's
So
a
it's-
soft top.
So it's longer than a normal Jeep.
It's a 4-door in the front, and then he cut a 2-door because the 2-door's got a bigger back area
Yep.
than the 4-door.
Yep. So the third row is that 2 bench seat.
The bench seat that would be in a
Yeah,
2-door.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and then the other 2 rows are what would be in a 4-door.
Wow.
Yeah, awesome.
5-speed, does that mean it's a manual?
Yes.
Wow.
It is a 5-speed manual. It's on 35s. It's a soft top. This is everything you need in a Jeep. You can fit the whole family in here,
Everything you need.
besides the cracked frame.
How much is it? $6,000.
$6,000.
Wow, very
not that.
affordable.
Yeah, not that bad for someone's project. It's probably because of the cracked frame. We'll just stop saying cracked frame.
Oh, there
That's
it is.
cracked frame.
Cracked frame. It says it right on the post.
Well, if you're a welder,
It actually just looks like
a long Jeep.
Yeah, and it's really not that noticeable.
Honestly, at first I thought it was just a 4-door, and I was like, no, that
Yeah.
looks weird. And then I was like, huh,
Oh, perfect. You got his finger in there too.
yeah. Look, it comes with the tip of a human finger.
Look at that, a standard 5-speed.
Yep.
You know, the half doors are really cool, but there's no way that's functional.
Oh, even this one with 3 rows. Like, how you get to the 3rd row? This one's so unfunctional.
Oh, you open the trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just climb over. That's what I used to do when I was growing up. My parents had Jeeps.
Yeah. Dude, this is a great find. $6,000 for 73,000 miles.
I know, like low mileage.
That's
too.
hard to believe, though.
Well, I mean, it depends. Is that the rear half or the front half?
It's an average of the two.
One's got 140, the other one's got 0.
You know what would be great is if they took the front half from a 4-door, but put the 2-door motor in it.
It's the same motor.
Yeah, I know. But then you got the 2-door motor and then the 2-door rear, and you have the 4-door in the middle.
Oh, see, that would have worked.
Yeah.
Then you had to cut it twice. This one we had to cut
Yeah.
once. And then,
Yeah, the frames on these Jeeps too are terrible.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why, it probably has a cracked frame, but elongating the frame just got to make it worse.
Oh, yeah. Especially because, these weren't designed to have that much wheelbase and weight in the middle. Are you still recording? Yeah, we're recording.
No.
All right. Hopefully, you guys have audio for the first
God
15
help
minutes.
us. We suck at this.
We do suck at this.
Man, we are
I
terrible.
was just talking about how these bigger YouTube channels that do podcasts.
Yeah,
don't
we
have
do.
enough money to pay someone to
We need
handle
a
all
bigger
this.
budget.
We do need a bigger budget. Everybody donate.
Yeah, just subscribe,
Yeah.
share the video, do something so we can afford anything.
Yeah, maybe we'll buy this stretched 3-seater Jeep or 3-row Jeep.
I don't think I'd ever buy this Jeep.
Probably not.
Actually, if it was like $500, I think I'd buy it.
Honestly, $6,000's not a bad price.
It's not a bad price, but it's got a cracked frame.
Yeah,
That's the whole value in Jeeps.
You could
are
pay
frames.
someone less than $1,000 about that though, and then you get $7,000 into a Jeep.
Yeah, that's true. They can fit more people.
That can fit more people.
Yeah, you can bring around your friends and have half the doors.
I mean, half these Jeeps have plated frames at this point, anyways.
So
Getting
next
the
on
second
do we have a
daily-
daily deals?
No, we don't. do
We'll
we?
just give them a little car rev.
There you go.
Oh God!
It's the AutoZone special.
$5,000
Yep.
for a 2008 Chevrolet HHR LS Sport wagon, and it looks like it came straight out of Dracula's garage.
I think it's got eyes for headlights.
114,000 miles, automatic transmission, gas powered, and it says it gets 30 miles to the gallon on the highway.
Not with that roof rack. It looks like your Jeep.
Let's see what it says for the description here. Selling because I need to buy a truck for work. Has headers, custom catback exhaust, jet $580 programmable chip. Also has a 490 pedal commander, adjustable dash throttle, amp radio box, roof rack, dual cold air intake, recent tune-up coils, spark plugs, LED bar, LED upgrades, tinted. This car is an eye catcher. I don't know if that's for the right reason, but
I was just thinking that. I never read the description on this. Hey, it has remote start.
exhaust is loud, sounds awesome, functional hood scoop.
Yeah, I didn't read the description. I just saw the picture and thought, that's funny.
This is funny. It looks wacky. It looks like a PT Cruiser.
That's what they are.
Oh,
The HHR is like the
Chevy version.
PT Cruiser Chevy.
Oh yeah, that's right. Dude, this thing's terrible.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's absolutely it is. Look at the wing.
God, the wings that. Oh,
Look at that. Look,
Actually,
it's got a tongue. Wait, he wants $1,500 over private party range on Kelly Blue Book.
yeah.
On the high end.
That's ridiculous. There's
That's
the
his pedal commander. Yeah.
These are just
So I didn't realize he had done like actual work to this.
Oh, this is him driving it.
Oh, this is him driving.
Oh, look at him. He passes people.
How? It's an HHR. Look at him. Oh, wow. I would not have posted that on Facebook.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. The cool. Hold on.
Who tunes these things?
Look at the rims on it right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Look at that rim.
Yeah, he said it said for extra it comes with those wheels. Because
Those wheels are like the nicest thing on the car.
Yeah, he said for extra 500.
Not gonna lie, the tongue is ridiculous, but on Miatas it looks so cute.
It is. It does look. It does not look cool on this. This is not. This is not it, guys. This is. Don't do this.
I don't know what deal you thought this was, Tommy. But
It's not a good deal. It's just stupid.
it's just a deal.
It's just a deal.
It's a deal for Dracula.
Somebody buy this and take everything off of it.
Dude, this looks ridiculous.
Also, this is the town next to me.
Oh, that's
This
good.
is like 5 minutes away.
Oh, that's good.
Yep. I've probably seen this car driving around and just never noticed it.
Dude,
Yeah. Wow.
I don't know what to say.
This is
Like,
car
it's-
culture today, guys.
Yeah, this is almost not cool.
It's not.
Oh, it's not cool.
Let me help you with that. Also, who's tuning with, obviously it's just a chip and a pellet commander, an HHR? I mean, just don't get it. I mean, if it was like the SSRs, the little trucks things, you've ever seen those, the V8s?
Yeah.
Those are cool.
This is an automatic too, so
I know. It's lame. It's very lame.
Wow.
Yep. I honestly tried, I found a couple things. I was going to do a El Camino for this episode on Marketplace, and I found a couple good deals, but it's really hard to find. Did they make manual El Caminos? It's really hard to find. They
I
didn't.
don't think so.
Oh, wow.
I
That's
think
why.
you have to swap it.
Wow. Because I was trying to find a manual one. I could not find a manual one. I thought that, so I was like, oh, I'll stick to a manual because
Yeah, I think you have to swap. They came with the most common.
this podcast is
Chevy
a
engine.
heavy supporter of manuals. We don't really do automatics here. All right. We ready for what the what?
What the what?
What the what?
What the what is essentially where Tommy goes back to Facebook Marketplace. But this is just the ones that you find in the miscellaneous section. If you ever haven't searched the miscellaneous category on Facebook Marketplace, go into your filters, search under miscellaneous, and you can find some random stuff. Another way to find good things, just type in free.
Yep.
And a bunch of stuff will come up too.
Another thing to do, guys, and I actually currently own this listing because I went and bought it.
Oh, that's good.
So,
This one here.
yep.
You went and bought this.
Yeah, I told you about it. You know about it. I just thought it was interesting we talk about it.
Here we go. What the hell could this be? Oh, God. This is the zero turn?
It's propane powered.
Oh, the propane power. Oh, God, help me.
So, but as a precursor to this, first of all, you also want to do something fun on Marketplace. Go on Marketplace, go to vehicles, go to vehicle options. You can do, cars, motorcycles.
Subcategory or
If you
subfilter.
go all the way down to the bottom, there's one called Other. It'll say Other, and then it'll say like underneath, it'll say like golf carts, aircrafts, and boats. Or no, boats is a separate category. You click on it, it's just like some of it's helicopters, a lot of it's just random cars, but some of the stuff on there is really funny. This here
So
is
you bought a propane powered 60-inch deck, 0 turn with a steering wheel.
Yes.
Cub Cadet.
Yes. Now, as a precursor, we already own one of these Cub Cadet 0 turns. They're actually really good with the steering wheel. A lot of people have a struggle with the 2-arm 0 turns, especially they start to rip up the grass because you push one too far forward and it's going faster than the other. These ones are intuitive, so as you turn, it puts more power to this wheel, less to the other. This one happens to be, the reason I put it on here is it's propane powered, and I guess so. There's a couple reasons for that. First of all, if everybody doesn't know, for a while in the 70s they started to do propane cars. It does increase engine life. There's like no carbon buildup with these things. I mean, these things stay very clean. They're supposedly, this is supposed to be more efficient. This guy said he would get twice as many mows out of this than his equivalent sized gas powered one.
We've talked about in the past how propane operated anything is typically a more efficient and cleaner burn than things like diesel, gasoline.
Yeah. And the other thing that's interesting is at work I run a propane forklift every once in a while, and it smells just like it. Especially on startup, you get that little whiff of propane, but after that you don't really smell anything. There's no choke. It doesn't need a choke. It's interesting. You just throttle, no choke, start it. It's got two big gas regulators on it. You got to get that. They want low pressure, high volume. The only downside to this lawnmower that I've found so far, now we haven't tested it. We haven't had it long enough to find out how far it'll go on a tank. There's no way to know when the tank's empty. You just run out of propane somewhere.
Oh no, you can put a gauge in.
You can put those little like side gauges on,
Yeah.
but they're not super accurate.
Yeah, but if you put it before the hose, you'll get an accurate enough reading that you'll know when it's relatively empty.
Yeah, and you'll know like when you start to mow, you'll look at it and be like, all right, I should replace this or something like that. But if you're out there mowing, you're not gonna be looking at the gauge all the time, so you're just run out of gas.
You also need, like, instead of, oh, I just need to finish my mow, let me top it off with gas. Instead you say, I ran out of propane. I need to have an entire new tank of propane swapped onto this thing, which isn't that bad until you're out of propane and you can't just top it off with gasoline.
Luckily, we've got a big tank, and we're gonna have our big tank set up to fill little tanks with. We also may convert this back to gas.
That tank's horizontal.
We could. It's also set up to hold a taller tank. We have a 40-pounder at home that we're thinking about putting on.
Yeah.
All in all, good buy for $1,700. These 0 turns go for a lot of money. The steering wheel, hard to find.
That's crazy.
Yep, 60-inch deck too, big deck.
Yeah, big deck for.
We like big decks.
Lawns. Yeah, big decks, big lawns. Next, we will move on to today's tire popper, and this is where we provide ratings, highlights, and features about the car that is highlighted in this episode and featured here today. So right now we have a 1970 Chevrolet El Camino, and we're going to give it some ratings and talk about the additional features.
Today's tire popper.
Now this one's going to be a little hard because neither one of us have driven these cars.
Mm-hmm. An El Camino is made back in the, I want to say mid 70s, all the way into almost the 90s. Is that correct?
No.
Yeah.
They stopped, I think, early 80s.
Early 80s?
Yeah.
No, they sell.
There was no 90s El Caminos.
No, there's not. They stopped at the 90s, so there's got to be 85 El Caminos. No?
I think there's 85s. I don't know how far it goes.
Let's
It's got to
just
be.
guess instead of actually Googling it.
All right, 88.
I'd say 87.
All right, that's our guess.
Yeah.
If anybody's
We'll
wondering.
figure it out later. But there are tons of El Caminos out there because there was a wide range where they actually made them.
Yes.
And these cars came with great motor options, great style, great color, and great versatility as far as what you could use them for.
Now the issue is, same issue with a lot of cars. In 1976, they ruined the car industry and put 305s in all of these because of emissions. And the only unfortunate thing that I just learned is they're all automatics.
Oh yeah, most of them are automatics unless you swapped them.
I don't know if they made a manual, but I could not find one.
These are also, it's kind of like an old Ridgeline, and I can't believe I'm comparing it to that, but if you think about it, it's got like a Malibu look and shape, and it's pretty much built on a car drivetrain.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
and
it's a car with a truck body.
yeah, and that's exactly what the modern Ridgelines are. They're made to be pilots, and they have a truck body on them. So this was kind of the Ridgeline before the Ridgeline existed.
Yeah. The only problem is I would take a Subaru Brat over this because of the back seats in the rear.
Yeah, I don't know if I would, just because
Just
the
because
classic
of-
muscly look.
Oh, I like this look better. I just like the seats in the back of the Brat.
Yeah, the Subaru Brat is definitely more like a farm truck, where this is like American muscle.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
they almost pulled off an American muscle style on a truck that's supposed to be a car.
Yeah. This
Which
is
is
like
cool.
the modern SSRs where you get that V8,
Yeah.
I think LT1 with a bed, but this isn't as ugly.
I wanted to buy this as my first car, but my dad wouldn't let me.
Really? And then you bought a Ranchero.
No, that wasn't my first
I
car.
know it wasn't your first car, but then you bought a Ranchero.
Well, yeah.
My first car was almost a Mitsubishi 3000 GT. You know what that is?
No.
That looks like an Eclipse, but it's like a knockoff Eclipse. I own the knockoff of every car. I have a knockoff S2000. Look and style is pretty good. Definitely similar to a Camaro. Got that similar Malibu Camaro Chevelle front end. Love the front end. Back end actually still looks pretty good with these. I like it a little better than the modern kind of small trucks they've been doing, where they kind of do that like weird triangle thing at the bed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with a 7.6 because I like the muscle look.
I really like the muscle look. I think I'm a boat car guy to begin with, but if you talk about American style cars, the front end of the El Camino is what I think of. It just looks old American muscle, which is really cool. So I'm going to go 7.7.
The only thing I like a little better with muscle cars is some of the more flat front ends. That V-nose front end that kind of came onto the Camaros and the Malibus and kind of the later 70s.
The El Caminos have them too.
I know, but that's the problem. Like you go late 60s, it's got more of a flat front end. I like that look better.
Yeah, I actually do too. I'd agree with that.
Especially like the Oldsmobiles.
What's great about these cars too is they sound fantastic. And that's because they do have 8 cylinders and they do have a little bit more of a rumble to them than modern engines. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, no, the sound's going to be pretty good. It's got the classic old car sound. I'm going
7.7 on this.
Oh, you're going to go 7.7 on all of them? Not economy. I go 7.1.
All right.
Sounds pretty good.
All right, economy, there's no way these things are good at gas.
Oh, no. Yeah. I'm going to guess less than, most of them probably get less than 10 miles.
Do you think it's worse than my Jeep?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My mom's 66 Thunderbird gets, what, 11? She was happy
Yeah,
about
but
11.
that's a boat car compared to the El Camino.
Oh, the El Caminos are pretty heavy.
Really?
They got to be 4,000 or 5,000 pounds.
All right, I'll go with 3.5 on economy.
Should we guess the economy? No, that's fine. We're not going to know because there won't be an accurate answer. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 3.
Interior.
It's going to be pretty low. It's a basic interior.
They have the bench seat.
Yeah, I know you like bench seats, but
Oh,
it's just a
come
bench
on.
seat. That's it. That's the only thing in there is a
I'm
bench
going
seat.
5.0.
No, 4.2.
All right. Durability. There's obviously these are still on the roads and these are very fixable. So if you're someone who wants to get into a project, I mean, this is honestly not a bad project at all to get into.
Yeah, I think the Ranchero's a little bit more easy to find, especially as you get into the older years.
The Rancheros are like, I have the first year Ranchero that was ever made and those parts are hard to find. But if you find the body style that's one generation newer than the Ranchero I own, those are typically
those are a little easier to find parts for than these. But yeah, no, these you can definitely keep on the road. Durability. I mean, it's an old car. They're simple. There's really not much to break on them. Probably I can go with 6.1.
I'll go 7.0 just because I think older cars were built to last. And I think El Camino can fit in that category for sure.
I also think that everybody says old cars were built to last, but back in the day when you hit 100,000 miles, you were happy with your car. Now when you hit 300,000 miles, that's like the category for a car.
Yes, however, it was so simple to fix them back then. You could just
but that's
redo
another
the motor.
But that's another thing that people used to check their own valves. If people today did the oil change religiously, check their own valves, obviously you can't adjust an EFI car, but people used to adjust their carbs. People used to maintain their cars. Now today, nobody knows what's even under the hood. They think they put gas in and it somehow converts it to motion.
Yeah. People also drove a lot less. And that kind of goes into reliability, honestly.
That does.
They are older cars when fixed well and know how to make those tune-up adjustments to make them last. They are reliable.
They are.
They really are. And it takes parts, it takes money, and it takes time. But if you're into the subject, I mean, nowadays people just want to set it and forget it. And that's why you get into a lease because they don't want to do anything.
But also, keeping them going is quite easy. The real money in these things is when you either want to restore one or do a resto mod or something like that. If you have an old one that's got, little to no rust and you can just kind of keep it going, they're cheap to keep going. I mean, nothing on these things, no simple parts is over, $100. It's all cheap stuff.
Yeah.
Especially most of these are 305s or 350s. I mean, you can get an engine for that for nothing.
There's a plentiful market for aftermarket stuff for these type of cars, Chevys in particular, GM and Ford. I mean, it's fantastic. What do you got for reliability?
6.4.
I actually have no idea what I should go here because I have not driven one. I've only just worked on Chevy motors.
I've worked on the motors plenty of times. So
5.7. Capabilities, they're very capable in the sense that they do have the bed. If you tuned into the last episode where we talked about specifically the Ridgelines, Tommy made a comment about the mid tailgate or mid hatch essentially that folds down and you can slide
Extend
more stuff
bed,
into
yeah.
it. Those type of features are modern features that we're seeing in a lot of cars, both interior storage, exterior storage, maximizing space. On Dodge trucks, they have above the fender wells, they have like toolboxes and stuff. Those are
The
different.
Ridgelines have the trunk inside the bed.
Yeah, these are
the
different
spare
features
tire.
that we're seeing in modern cars, and older cars just simply don't have that. They might have more storage just based off of their structural design, which the El Caminos have a very big bed that curves towards the cab. It's actually pretty unique, but that doesn't make it more practical.
It really-
or more capable.
I wouldn't call it super, especially it's low to the ground.
Yeah.
You know, it's really a car that's shaped like a truck. I mean, it's low to the ground like a Malibu, and it's only holding 3 people, and even then that's tight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go capabilities pretty low. I'm gonna go 3.4.
I'm gonna give it a 4.0. I feel the same way about that. Handling, we've never driven this car.
Yeah, we can't really.
But
I'm assuming I have driven a Chevelle. I have driven a late 60s Chevelle. And I imagine it's got to be pretty similar. Not great. I mean, compared to a modern car, it's not going to be anywhere. All these cars have a lot of body roll.
yeah,
They have a lot of weight.
lot of body roll.
But it depends what you want for handling. Because you're on the highway with some of these old classic cars.
They cruise.
They cruise. They just float.
That's why
And
people
it's
love cruises,
it's
I think.
Yeah. And I'm going to go with a 4.8 because there's a certain enjoyability to their handling. It's not great. I mean, you're not racing these things. But, you know, there's that nice, the steering wheel's not sloppy, but it's loose. You know, it's not hard to turn or anything.
I'm going to go with a 3.0 on handling. I really don't think they're that good. And I think that the longer, like an El Camino is slightly longer than some of the other cars. And I don't think that they handle great. That was it for today's highlight of the Chevy El Camino. If you want to see a car specifically highlighted in an episode, be sure to go to burnoutshow.com/podcast. You can request pretty much anything or submit something of your own to add into the podcast. Yeah. Next, we're going to go into the Garage Scoop, which is a news update of what is currently happening in the automotive industry. Go for it.
Hey friends, we know what you want.
This is
you
my favorite.
Want the garage scoop? We'll give it to you now. Hey friends, we know what you want. You want the garage scoop? We'll give it to you now.
And we will be adding more jingles to our
Yes.
segments coming soon as well, because we have segments rolling in. I mean,
That one is absolutely my favorite for anybody wondering. And we get to listen to it every time because the Garage Scoop is is an every podcast kind of thing.
and there's a lot of updates in the
Very,
news.
very Oompa Loompa thing kind of
Yeah,
going on
yeah,
with their
kinda
singing.
Oompa
Yeah, I
Loompa,
love
yeah.
that one.
Yeah. So what do we got today on the Garage Scoop, Tommy?
All right. Well, first of all, something I wanted to bring up that we were talking about a little bit on the last podcast. We didn't want to get into too much about the El Camino. Now, this isn't unrelated to this link that you just brought up, but they are talking about bringing back the El Camino
Yeah, I
in
heard
2026. They're hopefully talking about a El Camino with a V8 and a 4-cylinder option and a 6-speed manual. So you'll have the option of, I'm guessing, somewhere over 500 horsepower V8 with a 6-speed manual, and it looks pretty sweet. It's kind of got the Sierra front end, which I like, instead of the Colorado front end. But it's low. It's built like a car. It's kind of more of that Ridgeline style. I'm excited for that. That would be a cool, especially nothing better than them bringing back V8s and manuals.
You know what's funny? I think that in the early 2000s and into 2010s, the automotive industry lost the art form.
Yeah.
And I think a little bit in the 90s too, but specifically 2000s. And I think that's finally coming back. And I think a wave of that came through really good modern muscle cars from 2015 and newer.
Yeah. Especially with the renewal of the Challenger. The
Yeah,
Mustang was always okay.
Overall, I just think the art is back.
Yeah.
And it's not just egg-shaped blobs that are fuel efficient. And people pay for that stuff. People pay for art. So I'm excited that El Camino's back and transitioning over to this too.
Yeah.
The Dodge Charger and Challenger, they essentially just created a new body style that's modern to 2023.
It's supposed to be
or
electric, but
2025.
they are, and I didn't think it was going to last long. Dodge likes their V8s and their V6s. They do. Supposedly, they're bringing back the V8 engine for the Charger. For the
I saw
for the new
this
Charger
coming
concept. Oh, yeah.
5 years ago. They announced that they weren't going to produce the Challenger anymore. And I was like, oh, that's a little bit of a bummer. And they said that the next one was strictly going to be an EV.
Yeah.
So it was not going to have a gas option. And all I could think of was that Dodge would never have the sales numbers.
Oh, they would never sell enough of them. Dodge really didn't do a lot of EV before they just said, all right, we're getting rid of the Challenger. We're going to make an electric sports car. They had no EV experience. They had none of the technology, really. They are supposedly bringing back the Hemi V8. Multi-energy options have always been a part of the plan for the two-door Charger Daytona RT and Charger Daytona Scat Pack are in dealerships now, with four-door Charger Daytona models set to join them soon. The gas-powered 550 horsepower Dodge Charger 6-pack HO and Dodge Charger 6-pack SO will arrive in the second half of 2025. Beyond that, we have nothing further to share about the next-gen Charger lineup. So it looks like we'll most likely be getting back a lot of the engines we lost. Supposedly, they're saying they have plans to bring back the 5.7, the 6.4, the 6.2, and they're going to make a four-door Charger on the new kind of new body style they started.
And these are the most common engines too. If you look around at different Dodge trucks or cars nowadays, they typically do have that 5.7. A few of them have the 6.4. I actually don't think the 6.4 supercharged is common at all. But
the 6.2?
No, 6.4 supercharged is not common at all. But the supercharged 6.2 is common, and those are in Jeeps and things like that.
And all the Hellcats.
But so those engine options are great options.
Yeah, and the interesting thing is they originally got rid of the 5.7 in the 1,500 trucks because they were having to pay so much in emissions taxes essentially because they weren't meeting emissions goals with a 5.7. So they were getting rid of the 5.7 and putting in that inline 6. So it looks like they're also going to be doing the Hurricane Twin Turbo 3.0 that they're putting in the trucks as well into these Charger models. Those will be in May. So those will be pretty soon, as well as back at the end of the year, back into some V8s, and hopefully see the return of the V8s in the trucks as well.
Now, what do you think of that motor? Because I don't know if I love that one, the 3.0 inline 6.
Not a big fan. I kind of wish they just kept the 3.6. I know it probably wasn't as efficient. It wasn't, but the 3.6 ran from like the early 90s in the minivans all the way up until 2024 when they got rid of the Chargers.
Yeah.
Not a bad engine. I mean, really not good power. I think they're putting 300 horsepower out and decently reliable, simple engines. Don't know why they didn't just either turbo or supercharge that and call it good.
Now, I was a little worried about Dodge actually because they just transferred over their CEO.
Yep.
Did they transfer over their ownership as well? I don't think so.
I know, but they were in a rough place. I know they sold, I believe, Maserati because they own Maserati. They sold that to kind of keep themselves from bankruptcy.
Which is amazing because the Challengers and Chargers have outsold the Camaros, Mustangs, etc.
Absolutely.
Corvettes for years now, probably 10 years since probably 2015 or so.
Especially with Scat. I mean, Scat Packs hit the market hard. I mean, everybody wanted a Scat Pack. It was like the big thing. And
I think that the last CEO who came into Dodge did amazing things with the company, but also direction of the company, direction of how the cars looked. I touched on earlier how cars are now kind of an art form once again. And I think that he nailed that. And so I was a little worried that there was a new CEO at the very same time they were ending the body style of the Charger and the Challenger, two body styles that have done great in the past 10 years. And honestly, this car that's pictured here on the screen right now, it looks cool. I think the gas options are great. I think that they can kind of show that Dodge muscle again.
Yeah, I still prefer the older Challenger look. Obviously, I like the older Challengers, but I liked the body style before. I think the Charger could have used some redesign if they had kept the Challenger line and redesigned the Charger. I know a lot of people loved it, and I will say, the 2020 Charger wide body Scat Packs looked good. They did. They looked very aggressive. I think those could have been more muscly.
I think that the Chargers from 2015 and up, they changed the body style around 2012.
Yep.
I think the ones just before that, those Chargers were not really worth looking at.
Nope.
I think the ones that were newer than that, you're absolutely right. I think they figured it out.
But even the older Chargers, they didn't change the body that much. They kind of just changed, the front end and a little bit in the rear end, headlights, taillights. The interior was the big thing. Back in before 2015, even the older, when they brought the Challenger back in 2012, I believe 2011,
2008, 2007.
Oh, that's right, 2008. Yeah. So 2008 to 2014 was an ugly interior for Dodge. There was like the same interior as the trucks for the.
I think the exterior was ugly too.
It wasn't bad though. Even the Challengers. I mean, it's almost the same body, just the headlights and taillights.
The Challengers, that's true. The Chargers, I think they made a drastic change with a lot of that stuff. Remember the front grille on the Chargers and how it was
Yeah,
like
but it's just the front
split
end.
like a cross?
But I've seen people take the early 2010 Chargers and put the new front end on them.
Yeah, but once again, that's adjusting the
still
body
haven't-
style to be the new one.
Ugly interior.
Yeah,
That's
it
the
wasn't
issue.
not going
It was
into
really bad interior.
genuinely-
2015 was a big change for these cars.
That blue car that's on the screen, I don't think it's so far left or right that it wouldn't look cool on the road.
I think it would look actually pretty good as a 4-door. They talked about bringing it back as a 4-door. I actually think it'd look better as a 4-door.
Yeah. Although the 4-door cars, Dodge historically, when they have a 4-door car, they tend to narrow the nose a little bit more.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah, they don't
Where
have
like
that
the
big square
Challengers, they got the big hood.
It is very interesting.
I'm very happy that they're coming back with the V8.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That is-
I was a little worried about Dodge not being able
Well,
to.
it's just like you said, they hadn't had an EV vehicle, and they're coming
Yeah.
out saying that all of their new cars are going to be EV. I'm like, oh boy, like this couldn't be any worse.
Nice. So you're gonna ask me some questions you didn't come up with for car Kahoot?
Yeah, I didn't come up with anything for Car
You
Kahoot.
can ask me a question. I'll answer it. What's 2 plus 2?
Let's see if I can get some trivia for you real quick.
Okay. The shadow's still there, right?
Yeah, it's not as bad though.
Mine's not bad. Yours is pretty bad.
Well, yours is over there. All right, we'll give you 20 questions here. In Car Kahoot, we essentially test the true car knowledge that Tommy has by asking various automotive questions. The reason why I don't do this is because I stink at trivia, but we got a jingle.
Car Kahoot. Do you want to play Car Kahoot?
Do you want to play? Do you want to
Got that
play?
part at the end.
So, wait, when you say 20 questions, you mean you're going to come up with something and I got to ask you 20 questions about it and try to guess what it is? Or are you talking about like you're going to give me 20 questions?
Let's
to
do
answer?
that too.
All right.
All right, I'm going to give you 20 questions. You're going to have to give me the answer.
All right, guys. For
They're gonna
anybody precursing this, there's a lot of people out there with more car knowledge than I am. I'm not very good at these trivia questions.
To be fair, though, you know a lot more about cars than I do. And you pull knowledge out of something from left field. And I definitely cannot do that. These are going to be open-ended. I have no multiple choice.
Oh,
for
okay. All right. That's going to be rough.
But I will say some of them are kind of easy.
All right.
So the first 10 will be general, and the second 10 will be sports car related.
Okay.
All right. What was the first mass-produced car in the world?
Model T.
Perfect. Who is credited with inventing the first practical automobile?
Practical? I'm going to assume Henry Ford.
What car model is often associated with James Bond?
Wow. Why am I blanking?
British.
Yeah, I know.
They're all silver.
Why am I blanking right now? I know it. I can picture the car. Not a Lotus. Wow.
You can get this. We'll come back to it. What does SUV stand for in the automotive world?
Wow, blank on that one. Utility vehicle.
SUV.
Subcompact utility vehicle?
No.
No, it's not subcompact. The new ones are CUVs, compact utility vehicles. I skip it.
What is the most popular color car worldwide? I did not know this.
White.
Okay. In what year was the first electric car built?
First electric car.
You'll never guess this.
Early 70s.
What was the top selling pickup truck in the United States? Yeah, what is the top selling pickup truck in the United States?
So it's technically what, the F-150, right?
What car manufacturer produces the Civic and Accord models?
Honda.
What is the name of the luxury division of Toyota?
Lexus.
What car brand uses the slogan, quote, the ultimate driving machine?
That's not Mazda. That's I don't know. Is that Audi?
We'll
Review these.
circle back and review the first 10 first. The world's first mass-produced car is, in fact, the Ford Model T. Who's credited with inventing the first practical automobile is Carl Benz.
Oh yeah, because I knew Mercedes was the first car.
Okay.
No, it was '89, I believe. It was
Yeah.
the first Mercedes. It was like a
Somewhere
little
back then.
little one cylinder on the back of a freaking wagon, pretty much.
It's like my MG.
I didn't know that guy's name, and nor did I didn't know what they meant by practical. I thought they meant mass produced.
Yeah, Carl Benz. What car model is often associated with James Bond?
It's not Lotus, right?
No.
No. Why am I blanking? Aston Martin.
Yep, Aston
There we
Martin.
go.
What does SUV stand for in the automotive world? I'm shocked you did not get this.
I know it. I just can't think of it.
Sport utility
That's
vehicle.
what it's sport. I knew it was something.
What is the most popular car color? You got it. It was white.
Yep.
And what year was the first electric car built? Technically, it was the 1830s. I have no idea what model, but we can look it up. Top selling pickup truck, Ford F-150. What car manufacturer produces the Civic and Accord? That's the Honda. Toyota's luxury division is the Lexus. And what slogan has, quote, the ultimate driving machine? End quote. That's BMW.
Oh, it's close with Audi.
Sports car trivia. These ones might be a little tough, but let's go. Let's roll with it.
All right.
What car model is often referred to as, quote, the pony car?
Mustang.
What is the top speed of the Bugatti Chiron?
Chiron. Oh, is it?
I know nothing about Bugattis.
I'm trying to remember. I think it's a touch over 300, like 311.
Okay. What car brand is known for its, quote, zoom zoom marketing slogan?
Mazda.
What is the horsepower of the Dodge Challenger Hellcat?
Well, it depends. 707 or 797 if you have a red eye.
In which year did the first ever Porsche 911 model debut? That's a good question.
Ooh, 911's been around for a while. 71.
Which Italian sports car brand is known for its prancing horse logo?
No, Ferrari. Also, I'm going to go back to that Porsche thing. That's earlier. That's got to be early 60s.
Okay. What is the name of the supercar brand founded by Christian von Koenigsegg?
Koenigsegg.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's how you spell it? That's crazy.
It's Koenigsegg.
Wow.
You didn't know what Koenigsegg was?
I know what Koenigsegg is. I never knew that's how you spelled it.
Oh, it's on the emblem. The emblem spells it out.
There's no way I would have spelled it like that. What is the maximum range of the Tesla Model 3 in miles?
Tesla Model 3, 311.
What was the first car to be equipped with gull-wing doors?
The first car?
Jesus, I would never know this.
It's not the Bradley GT. Is it a brand that's still around?
It's a Mercedes.
It's a Mercedes. Can't remember the model name.
I would never know this. Let's skip that one. Which car model is associated with the term muscle car the most?
Which car model with a muscle? Assuming the Challenger.
All
Is
right.
this modern car?
Yeah, modern car.
Okay.
All right. Going back to the sports car, you got the pony car, which is the Ford Mustang. The Bugatti was 261 miles per hour.
Really? I
That's the
thought
top
they went
speed.
over 300. Guess I'm
Zoom
wrong.
Zoom slogan is in fact the Mazda. You nailed it on the Hellcat Dodge Challenger horsepower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I knew that.
707 horsepower. I can't believe you knew that.
Yeah.
In which year did the first ever Porsche 911 model debut? You were right. Early 60s, 1964.
I knew 71 was way too late.
Which Italian sports car is known for the prancing horse logo? That is Ferrari. The brand founded by Christian von Koenigsegg is the Koenigsegg. Which is the maximum range of the Tesla Model 3 in miles? That's 358 miles.
Ah, slow.
What was the first car to be equipped with the gull-wing doors? That's a Mercedes-Benz 300
300
SL.
SL. That's what. Yeah, that's like a famous
I
car.
could not pick that car out in a crowd.
Really long silver car, long hood, really long. I think like a V12 because of V12,
Oh, yeah.
and short little back end.
And which car is often associated with the term muscle car? I would have guessed this right. This is Chevy Camaro.
I was thinking Camaro, but the Challenger looks like a muscle car. The Camaro doesn't.
Yeah, but the Camaro had a better muscle car advertising, marketing, et cetera, et cetera.
Also, I know a lot of people aren't going to like this. The Camaro sounds better than the Challenger, hands down.
That is a hot take.
That is a hot take. I'm just saying. I mean, I know the supercharged sound of a lot of people love of a Hellcat, but if you just took a 6.4 Scat Pack that's not supercharged, and you took it against like you and
6.2
Jay's friend Katrina here, she has a 6.2 Camaro with a nice exhaust on it, and even if you were to put the same exhaust, her car sounds more aggressive. It's got a more I like a crisp exhaust, like those high crisp notes.
Yeah, you also drive a weed whacker, so.
Okay, I know I can't be saying much. My car sounds like crap, but
No, it sounds cool.
also you talked about you didn't think I would know the horsepowers for Dodge. Did you know that when they put the Hellcat in the Jeeps and any of the off-roading vehicles like the TRX, they lost 5 horsepower because the pickup tube had to be a different design to pick up the oil while it's on an angle?
Oh, really?
Yep, 702 horsepower.
Oh, for the
They might have,
Cherokees.
yeah, for the Cherokees and the Wranglers with the
Durango.
with the Wrangler. Yeah, I think the Durango. I don't know about the Durango, but I definitely know the Wranglers and the TRXs. And I don't
Wow.
know if they fixed that in later years and brought it back to 707.
Yeah.
But I know at the beginning it was a big thing where they lost 5 horsepower.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yep.
Wow, the more you know.
Oh, are we doing 20 questions? Or
Yeah, we can do 20 questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down
a car or a part or
I'll write down a
don't tell me,
car.
or should it be just car related? And I have 20 questions, a lot.
Ooh, all right. I'll write down a part. I like that idea.
Okay.
I'll write down a part, and you have 20 questions to guess what it is.
All right.
All right. So this is a part that is in most cars.
Okay.
I cannot promise it's in every single car, but I've written down on my phone. You have 20 questions to guess what it is. So go for it.
All right. Is it under the hood?
Yes.
Is it electrical?
Sometimes.
I wasn't expecting that one. Is it bolted to the engine block in some way? Is it like, attached to the engine, not attached to the firewall?
Is it attached to the engine? No.
No, so it's attached to the firewall.
It's not attached to the engine.
Okay. This is harder than I thought. Not attached, like not even on the front of the engine.
It is not bolted to the engine.
Okay.
I should have given you like 10 questions. You asked 5 so far, and you're narrowing it down.
Now you said sometimes electrical. Now does that depending on the year? Older cars do not?
Probably.
Okay.
I'd say this. Rarely is it electrical.
Rarely is it electrical. Okay.
Yeah,
So it's not, its main purpose is not electrical.
Correct.
Okay. We'll count that as another question. We'll count that as 6.
Okay.
Is it the air intake?
It is not the air intake.
Oh, okay. I didn't know because that's not really bolted to the engine, but that is it made of plastic?
No.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I know I'm pretty close, but I don't want to just keep throwing out guesses here. There's only so many things.
You got 12 more guesses.
Is it attached to the front end? So by the radiator?
It is not attached to the front end.
Okay. Is it attached to the fenders?
It is not attached to the fenders.
So the only thing under the hood left is the firewall.
That's correct.
Is it the windshield wiper motor?
It is not the windshield wiper motor.
I gotta stop throwing out guesses. Is it attached to the firewall?
Yes.
Okay. What else?
Typically.
Ooh. Is it part of the brake system?
Yes.
It's the brake booster.
Yes, it is, Tommy. Well done. Well done. It is, in fact, the brake booster. And for those who don't know, the brake booster is essentially...
It allows you to have power brakes using the vacuum system of the engine.
Exactly. And it essentially projects a stronger push on the brake system. So your master cylinder is what actually provides pressure on the fluid in your system. The brake booster takes the simple push you put onto the pedal and magnifies that to a greater extent so that the master cylinder can do its job.
That's why you'll notice, obviously, some modern cars don't have brake boosters anymore. They have electric, especially with electric cars.
That's why I said sometimes it's electric.
That's why you'll notice when you go to put your foot on the brake when you start your car, as soon as you start your car, the pedal will go in farther because you can push. Real cars don't have brake boosters.
Yeah. And
Cool cars don't have brake boosters.
yeah, that's true. But that brake booster is an essential part and a very obvious fix if something goes wrong with that.
Yeah.
So now we're going to move off of Car Kahoot onto Really Cool Rides. And we don't have a jingle for this, but we'll play a little car rev for you. Sounds like a Camino.
I keep telling you, I think it's a Malibu. I think a late 60s Malibu.
You think so? So really cool rides. I'm gonna mess this up every time.
I thought it was really cool titles.
It was, but I didn't like that one. So we're gonna go really cool
okay.
rides.
We're changing it up, guys.
Really Cool Rides is where a subscriber, fan, or essentially a friend of the show wants to submit something onto our website at burnoutshow.com/podcast. And this is one, actually, Tommy and I both know somebody who drives this Miata, and we will throw a picture up on the screen for you. But the whole point of this is to name that vehicle and give it a new name. So if you're struggling with what to call your car or what to name your car, go to burnoutshow.com/podcast, submit it to the podcast, and we will have it here, and we will come prepared with a bunch of names on what to name your vehicle.
You go on start first? Do you want me to start first?
I'll start.
How many do you have? Just out of curiosity.
I have a lot of bad ones, about 8 of them.
8. All right. I have 5 good ones and 1 bad one.
All right, let me do a couple. I got one called Wingman.
I just hope we don't have the same.
How about Convertible Flyer?
None of these are good.
Jumbo Wing. You go.
The actual nickname that's been given to this car is the Batmobile.
Ah.
So that is the first one I have because that is what everybody calls this car.
It does look like the Batmobile, actually.
All right, you go.
All right, I got Slide Body.
All right, this is my favorite one. Once the picture's up, you guys will understand. If you're listening, the car's got a black hood, black bumpers, a giant carbon wing, like giant, way too big for the car. It's got black fenders, but the car is still mostly silver, like the quarter panels, and it's got black bolted on over fenders. The mismatched Miata.
All right, I got Squeaky and Leaky.
That thing with the really big wang.
Man, that's good. Is that your best one?
No, the mismatched Miata is one of my best.
Oh my god. That is great.
That
Tommy.
is great.
Did you think of that?
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's awesome. I got Shack Wing.
Yeah, please elaborate on that one, Jay.
It's a huge wing.
My next one is just bolt, and that's because all of the body kit is held on by exposed bolts. Yeah, so just bolt.
That's a good one. I got me. What the hell?
My last one, the car leaks water. Just for anybody wondering, like most Miatas and convertibles of its age, leaks water. So my last one is Splash Mountain.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I got a few more. I got
Actually, I got one more.
because of the wing. I got ostrich and I got penguin.
This is one I did not come up with. This one was come up by my wife. Is Mufasa. Ooh. Mostly because when it's in front of you, all you say is Mufasa.
Oh, I see what you did there. The last one I have is carbon flyer because it's got a lot of carbon fiber on there.
Yeah, it's got one thing of carbon fiber. The rest of it's just fiberglass.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's quite the car.
So yeah, if you have not seen the picture, go to YouTube, check out the YouTube channel, and you can see where we have visuals of everything we talk about here on the podcast. And actually, YouTube is a great platform to help support us. So be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the podcast there if you're listening on other platforms. And if you like listening on Spotify and Apple Music as well, be sure to leave a review. There's a way to leave different reviews. Mention anything you want to see in the podcast or something of that sort. If you'd like to submit something to the podcast, go to burnoutshow.com and you can see pretty much all the projects that we work on and currently do, but also you can submit something that you may see here in the future here on the podcast. So
now on the website, I believe you have a lot of the cars that are on the channel, the pictures of them. So if you guys are listening and you don't have time to watch a YouTube video and just kind of want to see which cars we're talking about, most of these cars are published on the website. We can also, obviously the ones we're highlighting, maybe not, but all the cars that we kind of talk about, like the Miata here and my car and Jay's cars, there's all pictures of them and titles for them and everything like that. And
so there's a few cars that were featured in different episodes and stuff, and those have just pictures pretty much thanking the owners of letting them be in the episode or something of that sort, sometimes an extra. The cars that are more frequently worked on and that are owned by either the channel or other people who are affiliated with the channel, those tend to have better stories, almost like a blog post. And you can see all of the past and present repairs that have been done or the different things that have happened with those cars. It's almost like I said, like a blog post where you can go back in time, see when they were purchased, what's been done to them. You can find links to parts, links to tools. It is very helpful for somebody who might own that similar car. So that's the fleet section of the Burnout Show.
now is the Del Sol on there?
The Del Sol is a featured car. We need to get that as a better blog
Yeah,
post.
we also we need a blog post, and you can tell the story about how I almost killed Jay at 75 miles an hour on a back road.
Oh boy, that's How about that guardrail?
That's true. That car has seen the side of the road a few times. And luckily, that guardrail stopped it from seeing a ditch.
Yeah.
But
no, absolutely. Be sure to check us out on the different platforms. Once again, going on the website and watching on YouTube is very helpful in supporting the channel. We genuinely love doing this and love spreading the passion for automotive here on the podcast. But I want to end with that title that you had one more time for the Miata. What was that?
Oh, that thing with the really big wang.
That thing
That's what
with
they
the
call
really
me.
big wang. If you want a name like that for your car, submit a picture to the channel. We will review it right here on the podcast. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. Be sure to give us any comments or tips for the future. And we will see you next time here on the Burnout Show podcast.
And don't forget, friends don't let friends drive boring cars.
That's right. Do we drive boring cars?
You have boring cars, but you don't drive them all the time.
Yeah, you're right. I put them in the garage.
Challenger.
Did you break the mic?